Hey everybody, this is William Nixon. I am the author of the book Addiction Hacks. Looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks from now. We're going to be talking about a few things today, which I'm going to cover in my class. It's going to be pretty in-depth and none of the fluff. This is going to be real practical information, regardless of what someone wants to change, whether it's an addiction to OxyContin or it's an addiction to overeating or potato chips. It doesn't matter. Smoking, it makes no difference. What you're going to learn here is going to greatly enhance your practice and also your ability to help people change. First thing I want to talk about today is the strongest force in the human race. It is the force, the need to remain consistent with who we think we are. I'll say it again, the need to remain consistent with who we think we are. So if we think we're an addict, we're going to keep being one. If we think we're an alcoholic, we're going to keep being one. You already know my stance on it. You know what? Addiction is not. It is not a medical condition. It's not a disease. It's a learned behavior. That being the point, if you learned it, you can also unlearn it. Let me just give you a little insight to this. First of all, you started the addiction for whatever reason, but it was always for the same reason. It was to create more pleasure in your life. Period. You started smoking because you're with your friends and you were cool. Whatever. You started doing drugs because you were with some of your friends and it started being cool. You started drinking because everybody did it. Look at the attorneys. I mean, 17, 18% of the attorneys have a problem drinking. How did that happen? Well, they went to school, they went to frat parties and fraternity parties, and they went to sorority parties, and what did they do? They started drinking. And then they went through law school drinking. And then they get out of law school, they passed their test. Oh, now we're going to drink. And then all the judges and lawyers and everything, oh, let's go to the bar after work. Oh, yeah. You started drinking. It became a learned behavior. And then all of a sudden you become an alcoholic. It's not a disease. It's just a learned behavior. You can learn to stop it. And you can unlearn that behavior. Just replace it with something different. In the little 2 hours that I have with you, I'm going to be teaching you some of the ways that I do it. But think about this for a minute. When do people change their lives? You've heard when he reaches rock bottom. Well, that's a good idea because then there's so much pain, there's no pleasure. So why not take that same thought process and why don't we, using hypnosis, why don't we create rock bottom in an hour or two? And that's what we do. Create rock bottom. They will cry, they will puke, they will vomit. They will be so sick when you do it. And you help them do it. You just guide them through it. We don't do it. We just guide them through it. It's their imagination that's doing it. They can hit rock bottom in an hour. And then they will change. Anyway, looking forward to seeing you. Give me a call when you get a chance. And you got my email, which is addictionhacks1@gmail.com. Thanks. Looking forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.